everyone. Today's Thursday, so you know what that means. That's right, tomorrow's Friday. We do Full Scale Friday, and the best part is I won't exactly be rushed for time tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll do the normal full scale reading. I hope you were there for the readings done on Christmas Day, which was, what, just about a few days ago. Pardon me, needed a bit of water. Anyway, hope you were there for that, and if not, don't worry, because as of the 1st, which is just day after tomorrow, you bring a friend to the channel who subscribes and names you, and you've also subscribed. Each of you gets a free reading. Send me something from my Amazon wishlist, and you get 2 readings to be redeemed at any time, and a birthday reading. So, let's get down to today. You know, something told me to break out the Tarot of the Divine and Enchanted Map Oracle today, along with the Spirit Animal, Runes of the Gods, and Viking Oracle. Don't know what that was all about, but I imagine we're about to find out together. Uh-oh. Oh. Blended with the top of that box for a second. Opal tends to do that. Unless it's a certain type of opal. Anyway, you got your spirit animal here. This is going to be just like any regular reading that we used to do all the time. And it's now become kind of a thing where it gets relegated to maybe a couple of days a week we do it like this. Those tarot cards out there. I'm hoping for a lot of good news. We've been hit with a little warning here in the past couple days. You know, taking care of yourself primarily. Looking a little inward for your guidance, and maybe even taking care of your health a bit. And much like I say with health care, or, you know, self-care, spiritual practice, whatever that looks like to you, doesn't have to be the same as mine. It can be just about anything. As long as you're not harming others, you're all right in my book. So, let's get these cards down, shall we? Got the runes cards here. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, now that we're all set up, let's see. Looking to be a little bit like the Allfather today. And I'm curious, because I know that usually this and the guide set the tone. But I'm a little curious today because we've been getting to be a little diplomatic lately, especially with ourselves. But today we will be spreading runes to receive more knowledge. We're also being told to respect experience, because it takes time to develop wisdom and knowledge. And gather your knowledge and your wisdom from a variety of sources. I mean, Odin did. One of the first things he did was he hung himself from Yggdrasil to get the runes, which is what we'll have here. He also sacrificed an eye for a drink from the Well of Mimir, amongst other things. He's been all over the place seeking wisdom. We should be a little more like him. By that I don't mean plucking out an eye for a drink of water. If you're that desperate, I'm not going to stand in your way. However, a couple bucks will get you a bottle, so there you go. Anyway, guide for today. Ragnarok. Now, Odin knew Ragnarok was coming. No matter what he did, no matter how he tried to stave it off, the one thing that never changes is that everything changes. Sometimes in very cataclysmic ways. You know what's great about humans? That we're adaptable. When we know something cataclysmic is on the horizon, rather than being like Odin and we're trying to hold it off by whatever means possible, perhaps we should adapt. So, what's our spirit animal like? We've got that majestic antelope. It says life is speeding up. I'm reading as life is coming at you fast. Remember what I said about being adaptable? When things change rapidly, even cataclysmically, not catastrophically, cataclysmically, that's a huge upheaval. Catastrophically is like a tower moment where it all comes crashing down. See the difference? But when things happen so fast and so sweeping, it really is best for us to adapt. So let's see what we're adapting to. We have the Nine of Cups, and that's our situation. We also have, this makes the second time this week the Devil's popped up. And we also have Justice. So, a couple court cards for today. But this is a card of happiness and abundance. But you know, there's something that I should point out. There's an old saying that tough times make tougher people. Tougher people create better times. Better times make softer people. I'm seeing it as we're so hooked on our convenience and amenities that we forget it's slowly destroying us. And it can be used against us. But then we have Justice coming out. And that card is exactly what it says. We need to balance ourselves. And you know Libras, especially me, we're all about balance. It's as simple as that. So for the Enchanted Map Oracle today, we have Cleaning House. We have Follow the Leader. And of course we have Flying. A Cleaning House. I'm going to say this to all my fellow heathens out there, especially if Frigg is among one of your goddesses. Cleaning house is actually an offering to her. Yes, she loves a clean house. Now, cleaning house, decluttering, getting rid of all that just doesn't serve you, can actually lead to something much better. You have, and this can even be thoughts that you're holding on to. You know, pointing at the Devil card again. thoughts and negative emotions, those kinds of things, getting rid of those, or at least examining why you have them and do they make any sense. Follow the leader, on the other hand, that's a card, we really haven't seen much of this deck, let's be honest. But following the leader, you are going to have people in your life that will lead you. Whether you want them to or not. But here's the thing. It's not literally you follow someone else. This is you becoming that leader you wish you had. And you're being called to lead others by example. Because the wisdom you earn as a result of your bravery and the adventure of your life, those experiences of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed, joy revealed, have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. So, by being fully authentic, you'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past so that you may help someone else. So, every life is a teaching tool for others, and your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. Now, let's go to flying. Let's see what that is. Are we having our Neo in the Matrix moment at the end of that first movie? So today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over. All your hard work is paid off and all the things you hope for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar, because you have the power to see things from a much higher perspective. And perspective, ladies and gentlemen, perspective is everything. You can zoom out a little bit. Now remember what I said about the downfall of all the abundance at times. That's where this justice card comes into play, because now you can teach others. There's been a time in your life where these two cards have come into play. Now you get to bring this one into play. And this is a possible outcome for you. As long as you're listening, as long as you're, clearing that mental clutter. So now for the runes. Thurasaz. Man, that one keeps coming up. Yerda. And so does that one. And Tiwaz. Isn't it interesting how Tiwaz comes up in the same reading as a justice card? Just not in the same section here. But those conflicts and those challenges that you have met head on, when you face the resistance from yesterday, now you get to reap the rewards. And those rewards will be fair. But remember something. That all the slings and arrows you've had to suffer recently have kind of crystallized into a talisman of wisdom for you. But you have to be willing to share that with others. So for today, it looks like you're going to have you will have life coming at you pretty fast. But as long as you share what you know, as long as you share from your experience, and as long as you've cleared all the mental and spiritual and emotional clutter, you'll see great reward from it. You won't be ignored anymore. haven't had English breakfast in a minute. Man, that is some strong stuff. Super bold in flavor. Anyway, I gotta get out of here because I gotta get this thing edited down. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for having your morning cup of tea with me, or whatever it is you have. Thank you for spending time with me. I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up. And as always, my friends, shine on.